Donald Trump Jr. will make sure Nikki Haley is not Donald Trump's VP if he were to win the 2024 election. I wouldn't have her, and I would go to great lengths to make sure that doesn't happen, he told Newsmax's Eric Bolling in a recent interview. Nikki Haley wants never-ending wars. She's a puppet of the establishment in Washington, D.C. She's the new favorite candidate of the billionaire class because they want control no different than academia and Harvard and using their billions to exercise influence, he continued of Haley, who used to work for Donald, 77. This is not the first time Haley, 51, has been thrown into the mix, especially since she is creeping up in the polls. Ron DeSantis has proven that he doesn't have what it takes to be on that stage. He's embarrassed himself that way, Donald Jr. said. She is now the preferred candidate. Over the past few weeks, others have weighed in on whether or not a Trump-Haley ticket would be a good idea. If I was a political person, and I was going to advise somebody, you're going to pick the vice president. That's about addition, not subtraction. So you're not going to pick somebody that already equates to you, former Speaker Kevin McCarthy said. Now if I was picking for purely political decisions, what it looks like today is the anti-Trump vote is going to Nikki Haley. Tucker Carlson, who has also been brought up as someone who could be Donald's VP, weighed in on Haley. Would you vote for Trump if he chose Nikki as VP? Tim Pool asked the TV star, 54, in a live discussion. I would not only not vote for that ticket, I would advocate against it as strongly as I could, Carlson bluntly replied. He continued, that's just poison. I mean, here's someone who's actively opposed to the interests of the country I grew up in, who endorsed the BLM riots, and who is not left, but is neoliberal in the darkest, most, speaking of nihilistic way, and has no real popular support, is a creature of the oligarchs. So yeah, that would be reason to oppose the ticket. However, Haley only seems interested in one role, president. I don't run for second, she stated.